whatever you guys want to do. I see some of you have your journal. You want to write this stuff down, you'll be all right. Very, very important. I'm going to go over a bunch of different little things, okay? Tomorrow I'll do something more technical for everybody, but I want everybody to listen because these are like gold nuggets that are going to last you a lifetime, okay? Number one, for right now, forget about your forehand, your backhand, and your serve, okay? Forget about your footwork. Just forget about all that. Everybody listen. And this is the most important thing for every parent here, or if there's any coaches here. The number one thing that you can do for your kid is teach them to become the best competitor they can be. Everybody here is competitive, or you wouldn't be here. But to be the best competitor that you can be. That's the wild card in all this stuff. Anybody, anytime, anywhere. That's the most important thing. I love to compete. I love to compete. I love to fight. I love the battles. You can't just like, oh, I like to take clinic, or I like to take lessons, or I like to play. The number one goal, every point, you want to be there fighting, giving 100%, not 90. And a lot of you parents, you can almost sense when your son or daughter is going to double fault. Or you can be at a junior tournament and you can be walking around, you're going, they're winning, they're losing, they're winning, they're losing. Because you can tell by the body language. Every point, you got 20 seconds to flip this in your mind, go back to that fence, towel off, and come back and feel great about yourself. It's the hardest thing to do. All these people you see at the top, without this, they're not at the top. But the first thing you say, when you see these players, they have a great service. They have a great forehand. They have a great backhand. They're a great athlete. That's the outside. It's this. It's the mindset, okay? Every point, and I said this yesterday, many of you guys have lost the people. You have a better forehand. You have a better backhand. You have a better serve. You're a better athlete. And you lose 6-2. What is that all about? Because they run, they fight, and they compete. This is the number one thing. The number one thing. And I didn't know that this little guy someday would be number one in the world. But that's how I knew, even at 11 years old, when he was like your size, I had no doubt that Indy Roddick would be a high-level pro. Because his thirst for competition was like no other. Brutal competitor. Just loved to compete. And I know some of you don't understand this. You got to love the battle. Even if you're losing 6-0, 3-0, can you be having a great time? You say yes, but every guy, oh, it's the worst. No, the only thing you got control over is your attitude. And the best of the best, all the rest, I don't care if it's tennis, football, these guys have the ability to forget, bang, they're right there, giving 100%. 100%, every single point. It's the hardest thing to do. It's the leader in the clubhouse, the hardest thing to do. So every parent, this is the key, you and coach, teach your kid to be the best competitor. No excuses, run for every ball, every point, great attitude. Now, easier said than done, but you got to look at it like this. You're in control. You control the situation. Don't let it control you. You're in control. Just like I did an interview the other day, they asked me about sinners, okay? Listen, the key from here on in for that guy and Alcaraz is this even more. Nothing has changed. Just because he became number one, nothing has changed. Everything changed around him, okay? This, more money, this, but it's still a net, a court, a racket, and a ball. Nothing's changed. And that's why he's not going anywhere. Same with Alcaraz, because I can see they're all about the competition, okay, all the time. And to take away from that, everybody listen, everybody gets nervous, but never be afraid, okay? The best players in the world, everyone gets nervous in every sport. That means you have passion and you care. all right? But if you love the battle, how many of you guys love the battle? This is the most important thing. But if you're afraid, it's a problem. There's no place, high school tennis, college, but there's many kids here that are going to be high-level pros, okay? We got one right over there. I can just tell you right now where this stuff's going. You got to love the battle, but the most important thing, if you have the best attitude, even if you're getting squished like a bug, even if you're getting squished like a bug, all right? You'll handle pressure better. Instead of worrying about, oh, I hope I don't lose, or all this other stuff. It's the hardest thing to do, mind control. And if you want to be the best you can be, okay, it's all about this. It's a game of inches from one ear to another. Everybody understand. You got to work on this. The best of the best, have the best attitude in everything. Everybody's going to fail. Everybody's going to have problems. How you deal with it. If you hit the ball into the net on your serve and you double fault, and you do it again, okay? And you do it again. 3 double faults in a row. What are you guys thinking? Okay, she said it right. Don't double fault. Do you really think Alcaraz is thinking don't double fault? No way. Or he wouldn't be Alcaraz. He wouldn't be there. Okay, just trust me. You got to remember to forget. The most important thing. You got to remember what I'm telling you, but you got to remember to forget. That's the most. I know people that are mad. That happened 20 years ago. What's that guy's problem? I don't even want to go there. I'm just telling you, you got to remember to forget in this sport. Last thing, how many of you guys like doubles? How many of you love doubles? I have a question. When you make